Hi there, everyone. My name is Rachel Miller. My credentials are BSW, CDCA, and QMHS. Today, we are going to be meeting for our first time for our DBT therapy session. This group session is going to be pretty lengthy, about 8 to 10 sessions in length. Many of you have PTSD and generalized anxiety disorder, so the goal is to be able to have peer support and have a closed group discussion and sessions that will help each of you be able to kind of figure out like the feelings that you're feeling and process those feelings and the formation of the group and the phases that we'll go through. But today we're just going to work on like building that rapport, creating a safe space, and if anybody has any questions, comments, and concerns throughout the group, then please feel free to share. I do ask that you raise your hand whenever you do have a question, just so everybody's not like interrupting each other all at once. So a little bit about this group. This is a skill building group, the formation and the phases of the group. So in the beginning of this phase, there's going to be 3 phases: the beginning, the middle, and then the final ending phase. So ultimately, there is always an end to each group, and we'll discuss that more throughout this session. But to get kind of started on the very beginning of the group, the beginning phase, like today, people are just now getting to know each other, understanding how the group will work, and starting to feel safe and comfortable to share. You'll get to know each other, you'll get to know me, and then you'll have questions, I'm sure, and then we can answer those throughout the group. And then the middle phase, we'll be actively learning and practicing DBT skills, tools, and strategies to help combat emotional dysregulation, feelings that we struggle to cope with in a healthy manner, and some additional stuff that we'll be working on. And then you can also apply those into like real life situations. So this is like a good practice setup for that. And then the final phase, we're going to focus on what we've reviewed, what we've learned, the process of those feelings, and about the group ending, and then helping you all transition into your next steps. So does anybody have any questions so far, comments, concerns? Okay. Another thing that I do want to address is that I am a mandated reporter. So confidentiality is a big thing. HIPAA violations, we're not going to do that. Anything that is said in this group needs to stay in this group. So if Joe says, hey, Jimmy said this, he doesn't need to go out and share that. That is a violation of HIPAA, and it's just not the right thing to do. So if anybody shares anything in this group, please keep it in the group, and then we can keep on going and not have any problems. So the next thing is we're going to have some rules in the group, not only the confidentiality rule, but also the legal and ethical responsibility that I have for you all in this group and your privacy. If someone threatens somebody to harm someone, I have to address that, and that does have to be reported. So let's just be mindful of that, and let's try to make this a safe and healthy and therapeutic environment for everybody. And also, if you have any concerns or questions or issues with a peer in the group, please address that to me at the end, and we can work that out. So the next thing that I'd like to talk about is our attendance. So this is a closed group. Attendance is mandatory. I understand that some things happen, life happens, but it's very important that you do try to make every session. Missing too many sessions might cause you to have to restart the whole DBT group in general, and it would just be really difficult to have to miss a group and then get back on track and take off where we missed out on some stuff. So try to make it to each group and be on time. That's a very important aspect of this group too. And I do understand that there's emergencies, so please reach out, call if you need to, and let somebody know that you will be late or you'll have to miss group, so we're aware of that. Again, this is a closed group. New members, we start with a certain amount of people, and it will remain that throughout the ending of the group, just because I want it to be stable and a safe environment for everybody. Sometimes it's difficult meeting new people 3-4 sessions in, so I would like to keep that a closed group, and then we can also have people that will start the next group at a later date. If you have trouble and you're like, you know what, I need to not do this group right now, maybe at a later date after a couple sessions, then please feel free to reach out and we can discuss more things about that and get you in a next group. So the group is Dialectical Behavioral Therapy, or DBT. It's a form of CBT, which is Cognitive Behavioral Therapy. It's an evidence-based therapy that combines mindfulness, emotional regulation, distress tolerance, and interpersonal effectiveness skills. So it's especially helpful for people who have intense emotions, anxiety, trauma, and difficulty with relationships. So in this group, we're going to be focusing on specific skills, and the skill-based group is you're going to be building tools to better manage your emotions and those responses to those emotions. Some other things that we're going to be doing in this group, in the beginning and ending of group, I would really like to do a feelings check-in. So just taking a moment to have like a deep breathe exercise to regulate your emotions and to feel comfortable, feel like you're regulating and you're emotionally aware and you're connected. So when we do that, we'll have a moment where we take a deep breath, and then we will focus on our breathing pattern and kind of reflecting, and then also we can do what they call, my brain just stopped. Shoot. I'll come back to it when I think of it. But we're going to be doing deep breathing exercises and checking in on that just to make sure that we're all feeling okay. If we have any questions, comments, or concerns, we can address those, but just making sure that we're focusing on the task at hand and the things that we're learning in our group. And other than that, I believe that we have everything that we will be discussing today. Does anybody have any questions, comments, or concerns right now before we end for today? Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys giving me your attention and being polite to everybody. I know it's hard to meet new people in a group setting, especially when we've been through some stuff. That's kind of difficult to meet new people and open up to new people. So I hope that gradually we'll be able to have a good connection in this group and that you'll have peer support, and then you'll also have my support too. So if anybody has any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out. And I appreciate you guys taking the time to listen and to join my group. Thank you.